Welcome to Talking Comics, where we are bagged, boarded, and pre-recorded. I'm Ryan.
I'm Sean.
Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Last week we had some issues. Lost some of our recordings due to some technical issues. But we just had to jump in real quick, record a new one for you guys to come out this weekend.
It's because you missed me.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a couple of weeks.
A lot of things have happened.
Little peek behind the curtain for you guys.
There's a new president. It's been that long.
Just in case you didn't know. We sometimes record episodes in advance, Like Sean had to... Was it a couple weeks ago you had to go out of town?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had to go out of town, and that was... those are the type of things that we bank our episodes for. So, yeah. So, like, not this last weekend, but the weekend before, if we hadn't banked an episode and recorded it, we wouldn't have had an episode for that week. So, the more you know.
We're working hard for you people. We're not just sitting around talking. Well, actually, we are.
What do you expect from the bishops of Babel?
Ooh.
Hopefully, by the time this has been edited and uploaded, we have changed our name. This is still a Talking Comics podcast. But we're not going to get into that. That'll waste too much recording time as to why we're changing it. But we are now Nest Productions. And that's because Sean runs the Nerd Nest, and we probably wouldn't have started doing this if he had never opened up that shop.
This is a long plug.
Yeah.
It's your long roundabout way to plug the store that apparently I don't plug at all.
It's a little late by the time this is uploaded as well, but happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Black Friday. That's a bigger holiday than Thanksgiving now.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's been kind of tough for us to get in and record with. I've got a new work. I got a new job, so I'm not as free as I was before. So recording's a little harder for us to schedule, so now we do it on the weekends and upload on the weekends as well.
Ryan's poking a mean dog with a sharp stick right now. Your schedule is not convenient for me, sir.
It's not convenient for Sean.
Well, hey, you said, if it wasn't for me in my store, then none of this would, so then, come on. I'm kidding, it's fine. Congrats, Ryan.
Just think of all the more high-profile orders I can put in now.
I was going to say, I'm thinking of the bigger paycheck that we can spend. I mean, you could.
And, that also means more and better equipment. Like, I could eventually get us, like, a camera and, like, sound equipment, like...
Nobody wants to look at me.
Soundproofing equipment. Well, cameras for me. For the side project I've been doing. You won't see it on YouTube. They'd shut us down right away. It's very graphic.
With that all-male cast.
No, I've been thinking for a while about doing vlogs. Just like little updates. And I'd like a camera.
Explain.
Video blog.
Oh, okay. Vlogs.
Like vlogs every now and then, just like a thing I can record real quick after work or something and just upload to the channel.
I used to do like a post, like I used to blog, which somebody informed me what it was called. Because all I was doing was like, afterwards I'd like write a little thing after I just watched Walking Dead or something.
Yeah.
Even though Chris Hardwick has a show. But I would sit there. I'm going to type something. Don't listen to Chris Hardwick.
Dude only has a monopoly on all nerd culture now.
Pretty much, yeah.
And if Chris Hardwick, if you're listening to this, we'd really like jobs.
I think Chris Hardwick was my first like. No, he's the one who explained what a blog was to me, and I immediately stopped.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Well, it's because I found this. I'm like, it's a lot easier to use these throat muscles
Yeah.
than it is to use these
Sean's real good at using his throat muscles.
fingers. I don't-
No, it's true though. I saw him typing earlier. It was a horror show.
It was like that episode of Simpsons, remember, where Homer worked from home and he had
Yeah.
that bird?
Yeah.
And we dressed the same because he walked around in a muumuu.
There's a very firm no pants rule on Talking Comics. Just kidding. I'm wearing pants. It's cold outside.
Yes, Ryan's wearing pants. That's it. Anyway.
Most of you guys know Sean. He never wears pants. He's always wearing shorts. Shants, more like, because they go down past his knees.
They called it, what did I call it the one time? My schizophrenic outfit. They're too long to be short and too short to be pants. Just
right.
undecided.
So,
All right, enough of that.
Get down to business.
What happened in November? Not Thanksgiving.
Doctor Strange. Good harmony there. Yeah, we both went and saw it. By now, most of you have probably seen it. If not,
Spoilers.
spoilers. Big old spoiler warning. Right there. It's right here.
This was a dope movie.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Very visually stunning. And I was very surprised by this. Hilarious.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was not expecting the level of comedy coming from that movie.
I
mean, but then again, you kind of have to. They're like, yeah, here's Doctor Strange, the world's greatest surgeon. We're going to destroy his hands, his livelihood.
It's like
Definitely need some laughs after
oh
that.
yeah, because he's one
Right,
of the world's
Beyonce?
biggest asshole. Beyonce. If you like it, you better put a ring on it. You can't fit a ring on these fingers now. Yep, Stephen Strange cannot give any more hand jobs. No, but I mean, where do you want to start? Right at the beginning?
Yeah.
Top? Let's start from the top. Because I do have some questions. I love this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Top to bottom, great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you have any complaints? Are you a Strange fan?
I'm not a big Strange fan. I'm going to try and get into him with some of his more modern series, like the one that's going on, the 2016 run that they have running right now. Because, well, I know his backstory.
Yeah,
I want to know what he's up to right now. I want to know his current adventures.
And, dude, Marvel and Pixar have got to be the two companies that can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Because up until November 4th, like, I was the only one running around, Doctor Strange. Oh, I can't wait. They're like, they cast Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
And everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
Genius casting.
Mm-hmm.
And it brought people to the movies and exposed them to Doctor Strange. It was awesome. It's like, my wife goes, now she went, I saw the doctor, and it's not because of something you gave me. No, I'm kidding. But everybody is knowing who Doctor Strange is.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great. And the little thing, because I'm a longtime Doctor Strange fan.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. Little things that I wasn't expecting or that wasn't in the books, which is great. I thought it was like, what do you call them? What do they call them? The sling rings.
Oh, yeah, those were cool.
I'm like, when I saw those, I'm like, I don't remember those, but I wish they were there the whole time, They never had them in the books and everything, but those are cool,
That which really works because that series, that Doctor Strange comic series that's running right now, spoiler warning, he doesn't have his powers anymore in that one.
See, you're talking about books that I don't know. See, I'm going back.
I know, but see, he's using a lot more magical items in the movie.
Okay.
And in this comic run, that's all he can use is magical items.
Okay.
So stuff like the sling ring and stuff so they could easily set up for a time down the line where he, well, you know how Doctor Strange has lost his powers so many times.
Yeah.
So, these magical items are going to come in handy down the line, depending on how long his contract is.
Oh, no. He's on board, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right on.
And it was dope. I do have... I've got myself a little list here. Questions. Not really complaints. No complaints whatsoever. I mean, if you want to call it a complaint, the only thing I can think of, which I don't, and it's nothing negative towards the movie at all. Rachel McAdams, the second night nurse that has been introduced now, counting Rosario Dawson on the Netflix Daredevil, Luke Cage, and stuff like that. I wish they gave her more to do because she's such an awesome character. Like, I just kind of wish, remember the redeeming at the end where, because they kind of split because he is an asshole. I mean, to put it bluntly. But she's coming in, sees the powers and everything. That third act, that ending, I wish she was there somehow to see that. And, it was doing it. It was visual. It was great for us as the audience. But I wanted her character to witness it, and it would have meant way more.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, they could make 4 or 5 sequels, and they could just end it the same way they ended the first one, just over. They could make a whole movie of just that, him and Dormammu.
Yeah.
Just over and over, 2 hours.
I'm here to make a deal.
I'm here to make a deal.
Dormammu, I'm here to deal.
That's right. You know what? I'm dialed in so much because I've always said Dormammu,
Yeah.
and it was pronounced Dormammu. But
Yeah.
you know what? I'm just going to say Dormammu.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, it's been 40 plus years that
I always said Dormammu because I heard it from you, and I was like, that must be how it's pronounced.
How badass was that, though? I didn't think they were going to do it.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Oh, and that was him, too. That was Benedict Cumberbatch as Dormammu.
Really? He did the voice?
It was, yeah. No, it was him, and it was face CG'd over. He did the character. He played the character.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Right on.
Awesome.
I have one little thing. It's not a complaint. I'm just really curious, where, how long was his training?
That's what I was going to ask.
The
timeline.
Yeah, before I talked to you about this theory I heard online that seemed like it would be a perfect fit.
Tell me, I was going to save it for this podcast. Tell me that again.
All right, so I heard this theory. I think it was I heard it off one of the Nerdist videos on YouTube. It was that he hurts his hands before the Battle of New York.
First Avengers.
Yeah. He hurts his hands before the first Avengers and is trying to, find doctors and stuff over the course of the other movies. And him at the end of the movie would be him in the current timeline, post Civil War.
So that's why he wasn't there.
Yeah. But the way they made it look seemed like it was just, this happened yesterday.
Opening scene. When they pan
there was
across the
Avengers
city.
Tower in it.
With so this is obviously after Ultron, but in Captain America, Winter Soldier, the dude they're interrogating is and he's listing down all the threats to Hydra.
So this is,
and he says Stephen Strange.
This is post Battle of New York, pre Civil War, because they haven't moved out of Avengers Tower to the
compound.
The compound.
Yeah.
In upstate.
You want to hear something dope on a side note?
What?
There were some set pictures for Infinity War. The mansion.
The mansion?
The mansion. The Avengers mansion.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Right on.
I don't know. They just showed inside, but I'm just the first thing I thought of was the mansion. Hardwired. Jarvis maybe coming back. I don't know. Vision, they split. You can still put him in there. Or Friday.
Yeah, they'd probably do Friday.
Yeah, pretty much. Another thing too, I heard some rumblings from people who saw it, which I thought it was great, because that's what you need for a character like Doctor Strange. If you look at that movie and then go watch the first Iron Man, it's the same movie.
Yeah, it kind of is.
You got 2 rich assholes, and then they get their powers, and then redeem. But you need that origin story.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. It was perfect, top to bottom.
They have to find something to redeem themselves as a good
and
person.
that's a superhero story, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what haven't seen before, which I thought was 8 Kinds of Awesome? That reversal time spell where everything's and they're fighting in the middle of everything going back.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You know, everything's being put back after, what was it, Tokyo? The Tokyo.
I think it was Hong Kong when they were. Yeah, they were in Hong Kong.
Oh, you're right. Hong Kong, New York,
and
London. Those are the 3 sanctums.
Yeah, I feel bad for anyone that is suffering from evil mysticism in the south of the equator. Because no one's there to protect them.
You noticed that too.
They're like, we're going to stick up to us magicians. We don't like it hot. Us wizards and sorcerers. We prefer mild climate.
Did you? I love the Mordo, the buddy. How they made it, because I'm waiting for him to turn the whole movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, his friend.
Yeah.
The
one that now in the books. The Ancient One has the second, who will be the next Ancient One, Mordo.
Yeah.
And then she takes, shines I'll just say she for Tilda Swinton, who was awesome in the movie.
Yeah, she did a really good job.
And I was waiting for him to turn because, he comes up that one scene where it's like, everything the Ancient One said to us was a lie. It was, this whole thing's built. It's a house of cards. It's ready to fall, blah, blah, blah. And he never turned. And then when the movie ended, I'm sitting there, I'm telling, my wife, I'm like, yeah, this happens. He's like, goes around and he's like, feels disgruntled, and he's like an awesome bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes around, takes out there's too many sorcerers. And he's like a serial killer for sorcerers. And then they showed at the end credit scene. I'm like, never mind, I'll shut up.
Wait, there was a second scene at the end?
There was a second scene.
I knew I should have waited.
It was the dude, what's his name? The Law and Order guy that first pointed Stephen Strange to go. He's like, hey, yeah, how did you heal yourself? You're uncurable.
Oh, yeah.
The paralyzed guy that's playing basketball, he uses magic every day to walk around.
Yeah.
At the end, he's in his automotive shop, and Mordo comes and says exactly what I said like 2 minutes before. And he just sucks it out of him, and he's like just all back.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't stay past. I didn't stay past the.
Let's talk about that.
The Thor Ragnarok teaser.
Thor making Mr. Stephen Strange looking a little on edge. And why is that? Him and Loki are on Earth again. Strange don't want Loki on Earth.
Nope.
Not at all. He's like, if the sorcerers were FBI, he's on the 10 most wanted list. He's on the blacklist. But what would they do? That's the thing. Was that a Ragnarok scene? That's on my list there. Is it just something else? Like, again, I can't place where this whole movie fits in the timeline.
Yeah.
Because remember the end of Dark World. Like, did Loki kill Odin? Or I'm thinking Hela has him.
Yeah, I was thinking he's banished in some form.
Per Loki, Loki gave him up to Hela, which will lead into, because I know she's in it. And why are they working together again?
Loki and
Thor.
That's a good point.
Because he stabs him in the back. They were working together in Dark World.
Fakes his death.
And then now all of a sudden they're back together again. It's like, and like I said, when is this happening? Why are they looking in New York is another question.
Because everything always happens in New York.
That's right. And did you notice in that scene, Doctor Strange was rocking some leather gloves?
I didn't.
Work gloves?
I didn't see that.
What's the deal with that? I might be reading too much into something, but yeah, he was like sitting there. I mean, he had that awesome, here, let me refill your giant beer mug. But he's rocking like these leather beige work gloves.
Oh, they were like a yellowish?
Yeah, those.
Yeah, I see. I know what they're getting at with that because, in the comics, his hands are all yellow when he's doing his magic.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it has something to do with magically look. Like, they're probably just to give his hands that yellow look that Strange has in the comics.
Dude, they spent a serious amount of money on the CG. It's like they went above and beyond for other Marvel movies.
They blew their budget on all those other CG scenes. They blew their load on those earlier scenes.
It's the mid-credit scene. Maybe they won't notice. We just put on yellow gloves. And speaking of credit scenes, I'm pretty sure I'm just that type of person that would notice when I'm sitting there yammering about Mordo and everything, and I'm sitting there looking at the credits, waiting. I don't know if this was on purpose or just a happy accident, but at the end of the credits when they're rolling, it says... we thank you for enjoying the film, blah, blah, blah. Distractive driving kills. So please do not text and drive. Please do not. And I'm like, that's how the whole movie started.
Oh,
I don't know if they just threw that in there, just kind of.
If the beginning of the movie wasn't warning enough.
I know, right? You could be a brilliant surgeon, but if you're texting and driving,
you'll lose capabilities in your hands.
So now that
you won't be able to text anymore.
I know I showed you this the other day, but now that we've got that, which I knew going in, the Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah.
My Thanos theory.
Yes, I'm putting that up on the screen. So,
for those following along. You want to tell this one, or you want me?
I'll let you take that.
If everyone is familiar and is up to date in the movies, there are 6 Infinity Gems or stones. Mm-hmm. If you're a comic book reader, it's stones. The first one, if you remember, was found in the Tesseract, which was the space gem. Which, again, in First Avenger, Captain America, I don't think any of those people that got shot with those Hydra guns actually died. I think they were transported.
Yeah.
Including the Red Skull.
Yeah.
You know? And that was found in the Tesseract. And Tesseract starts with T. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen the Soul Gem yet. That's the last one. The reality gem was in the ether on Thor: The Dark World, and a lot of people, what they saw, just didn't really like that movie. I loved it. I thought it was great.
I thought
it could have been better.
Show me the picture again. All right, cool. I'm following. I was like, hold on. I had to think about it.
Yeah. As we just saw with the movie we're talking about, the time gem, which was pretty much the foundation of this whole Doctor Strange movie, was in the Eye of Agamotto, his necklace. Mm-hmm. Power Gem, which would be Guardians of the Galaxy, was in that orb.
Yes. Which
was handed... I mean, they played hot potato with that through that whole movie. Wound up at the end, the Nova Corps has it.
Yeah.
What's his name? Michael Rooker. I can't think of the character. Hondo. Got the orb, but he had the little fuzzy troll doll at the end because Star-Lord switched it on him. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the Mind Gem, which was originally in Loki's Scepter.
Yes.
Which starts with S. Now in the Vision's skull. Which, the thing I'm getting at here, folks, is Tesseract, Ether, Necklace, Orb, and Scepter. Take all those 3 letters. All we're missing is the Soul Gem, which obviously is going to be found starting with the letter H. And it will spell out Thanos.
For the slow ones who didn't realize what this picture up right now means.
Well, it'll be up.
Yeah. Our running theory is that it is in the possession of Hela. And that it'll be revealed in Ragnarok, most likely.
Yes. I know it's going to be... But a lot of people are saying Heldum. Idris Elba. The Guardian, he looks over the souls and he opens up the rainbow bridge. And The Idris Elba character.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But I'm like, nah, he just kind of watches over. I'm thinking, yeah, Hella. We were talking about this. Like, she bargains souls.
Yeah.
She has something on her. And do they cast Kate Blanchett? I don't think it's going to be a one-time deal. Because if she does half as good as that as she did in Lord of the Rings as the elf witch,
Yeah.
Here's my money. Here it is.
Yeah.
I'm paying for Ryan too. Here, I'm paying twice for me. Dude, that's gonna be
so
awesome.
they're setting us up for the Infinity Wars or Gauntlet. Gauntlet comes first, right?
Well, it's good. They call it Infinity War. Yeah, Avengers 4, Infinity War.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So yeah, it'll be really cool. There's a big cast, like huge cast. I mean, I've been hearing
67.
Yeah.
To date, right now.
Yeah, I heard something along the lines of that months ago, and I'm wondering who all they're bringing in as far as superheroes go, because this is one of the biggest events with all kinds of characters, like characters that we haven't seen on the big screen yet. We've seen some on the quote unquote small screen.
Everybody's talking about that. Like, are the Netflix, like the Defenders going to get on it? Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm wondering, and you and I have talked about this before, Fox getting on board. Because, they're starting to play ball now.
Yeah.
Because they did that deal with Marvel. Well, actually, here's an interesting fact. When they did the Deadpool movie, they wanted to use Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
I just read about that.
Did you read that?
Yeah, they wanted to use Negasonic Teenage Warhead, but in the comics, she's a psychic.
They wanted to switch her powers, but they have to ask, like, every character, which I did not know this, they still have to ask Marvel.
Yeah, if they can change
First and
them.
foremost, yeah. And that was a Grant Morrison character. And they're like, you could flat out use it, you could change, to a certain extent. But they traded Ego, the Living Planet.
Ego, the Living
They're
Planet.
like, what do you? And here's the difference. Here's why Fox needs to get on board with Marvel, because they do not know what they had. Well, okay, why? They didn't know what they had.
Yeah, they didn't know that they had the key to Guardians Volume 2.
They had to trade that character. They're like, we might use it as a background character. We might, I don't know. Just, something in the background. A little Easter egg for the fans. Dude, they already had Kurt Russell lined up.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell was playing Ego. Well, you see the San Diego, the Comic-Con trailer, he made a dick joke in there. But Ego is technically a FF character, Fantastic Four.
Really?
And the thing is, though, they're talking about, like, they're giving up Legion, which is going to be a show, New Mutants.
Yeah.
And Damage Control, which I would love. I don't care who does it, just do it right. And Cloak and Dagger as TV series is for Fox or FX for Fantastic Four back.
Right on.
Because Marvel's already canceled the book run because of Fox. Because they're both like, they're looking at each other these days and just like giving each other the finger, going, "Fuck you, fuck you."
Yeah, no, it's to the point where no one's making any money off those characters anymore.
I don't know. That was a good trade. See, that's the first step, because they did great with Negasonic Warhead.
Yeah.
And, there's only money to be made to introduce a new character, as Marvel knows how to do. Ego, the Living Planet. Kurt Russell. Jesus, come on.
Well, I'm like, as far as
that's a win-win
the Fantastic
right
Four go, no one's making any money off those characters. So they need to work something out and work together like Marvel and Sony did.
Yeah, give it back to Marvel.
Sony made so much money for 30 minutes of their character being in another
Check this out.
studio's movie.
If they can do that, and Fox can do it, so Marvel will have the movie rights. Because they just got Ghost Rider, which is on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
They have Doctor Strange. They have Iron Man.
Yes.
They got Submariner back.
Yes.
Because nobody did
yeah,
anything.
and
you know where I'm going with this.
all they need to do is put out that Inhumans show.
I'm getting there. And if they get the Fantastic Four, they'll have Reed Richards. And it has been officially announced. I hope they springboard off Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but Inhumans, The Royal Family, will be a TV series on ABC.
Yes.
Yes.
So we will get the Illuminati,
Yes.
which can lead to an actual Planet Hulk. Instead of,
I think they'll do it. They'll mishmash it.
yeah.
Well, I say mishmash. I'm not doing it justice. I think they'll do it right, and then it'll be kind of like a teaser.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll leave it open ended, and then do that.
Yeah, like if I was working at Marvel Studios, I would
Have me drive you to work.
no, I'd so the people they already have, like Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
Iron Man, they could easily cast someone for Submariner, but no one would really know who he is. But like, get the characters that are already. I mean, they have most of Ragnarok filmed by now, I'm sure.
I'm gonna go on record right now. He did an awesome Spock, Zachary Quinto.
Oh yeah,
We
we already know how he looks in pointy ears.
He's halfway there.
And we've seen him lose his cool as Spock.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But all they don't even have to have the rights to all of their characters to make this work. They just have to have, the characters that they've already introduced.
Yeah.
Like in the comic or the animated movie, they launch them into space and like they show them on a screen saying, "We're sorry, we're doing this, but it's for the good of mankind." And they could have just like Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Black Panther. Oh wait, no, Black Panther never joined. He refused to join.
Right.
They could just have them on the screen and a couple of other figures kind of encloaked in darkness.
Yeah.
Without actually revealing them yet.
I guess so, but come on. Go all the way. But yeah, dude, Inhumans.
Yeah, it's going to be...
I mean, we've already seen Lash.
Lash?
The one when all Inhumans go through the Terrigen thing, and he gets to, he's like the decider.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
They've shown him on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. Dude, I'd love it to see. There they are. I'd love to see him springboard off Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I mean, they've been doing Inhumans except for the Royal Family. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me right now why they have tuning forks.
I now know.
Thank you.
Because they're tone deaf.
No.
Well, a little bit. If Black Bolt says anything.
The yawns. Yep.
Shit, Neptune.
But yeah, I can't wait.
Was anyone... He writes it down on a piece of paper. Was anyone living on Neptune? We're cool? We're cool.
All right.
Hated that planet. It was cold as balls.
So he goes, whew, there goes Pluto.
Thank God that's not even a planet anymore.
It's not even Mickey's dog. But yeah, so Inhumans, love to see them. Bring them in. There hasn't been a date, but I love the fact that there's confirmation.
Yeah.
TV show, awesome. Because there was an on again, off again movie.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I love Inhumans, man.
The Inhumans movie, that was kind of irritating because it was on again, off again. Like, all we really knew, sometime 2018-ish, there might be a movie with Inhumans characters.
Yeah.
And, it was too dodgy.
Yeah, it's cool.
Too dodgy.
I'm just glad, like I said, like it or hate it, I'm just glad everything's here. Mm-hmm. Speaking of what's here, I know you're not caught up. Flash.
No, I'm not caught up.
Savitar showed up. Remember Savitar?
I'm somewhat familiar with him. He was only ever in one book that I've read.
Remember this dude? Yeah, there he is. Savitar in the books. You ready for this? I had to go back and watch the episode because I thought Michael Bay directed the episode. There's the Savitar that showed up on the show. Looks like a damn Transformer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this? And then I had to go back. I actually had to look at it. Really? That's Sabotage? All right, let's roll with it.
Well,
I'm not gonna say a bad word about Flash. Man.
At least he's wearing a shirt.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see what else I got. Ooh, they also did Parasite on Supergirl,
Oh, right on.
and Cyborg Superman is coming to Supergirl.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, right. Speaking of Supergirl, how far are you into that? Do you watch?
I haven't even finished season 1.
Dude,
They don't put any of these shows on Hulu anymore.
Oh, fair enough. They did the first 2 episodes of this season, and they brought in Superman. I know I told you this before,
Yeah.
right? I took a snapshot because I flipped out. I had to pause it, get it just right on my TV, and I had to take the best picture I possibly could. And when I show you this picture, you'll know why I rolled a tear. My wife looks at me and goes, "Oh, God, again?" What? There it is. That's when they were fighting Metallo.
Metallo?
They brought Metallo in.
I have no idea who Metallo is.
The cyborg dude that has the kryptonite in his...
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And they can't... Oh, yeah. Supergirl got hit, and there's this... What does that look like? You know what that looks like.
Crisis.
Yep.
Damn it, Barry, where are you?
Sorry, yep, little spoiler. All right, let's see. Moving on. What else do we got?
See, that would have been a really good way to end season 1. Just to have for Barry to come around with the timeline.
That is, let's see, time of this recording.
I saw this post on Facebook, and it was I think it was from Superhero Stuff, and it was a picture of Grant Gustin, the Flash. It's like, oh, that's a nice timeline. It would be a shame if someone messed with it. And it was just him stone-faced.
I saw something similar to that where
I'll see if I can find it for this.
It shows Eobard Thawne and Barry Allen. It says, here's the most maniacal, evil person messing with everybody's lives and turning everybody's very existence upside down. And then there's Reverse Flash. All right, another confirmation. Where were you in '89?
You know where I was, Sean.
Michael Keaton, Batman, Tim Burton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Maybe that's your not my Batman. My Batman's Adam West in the 60s. You know what he is today? Confirmed. The Vulture. It's Spider-Man Homecoming.
We've been talking about him being the Vulture for a while.
But it's confirmed now, kind of like the Inhumans movie. On again, off again, we don't know. Mm-hmm. Was he in the movie? Was he not? Are they just messing with us? It's been confirmed.
Right on.
I know. Awesome. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here we go. Let's go with one of your crushes here. The Harley Quinn movie.
Well, I'm not that into Harley Quinn. I don't even like the Joker that much.
How about Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
Margot Robbie? You know.
I don't know.
Kim Basinger, whatever. We talked about this before too. Okay. By the way, the writer-director, Christina Hadson.
Oh. So you just wanted to get this on the air so you could slam Josh live.
I did. Well, she's got the movie out right now with Naomi Watts. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called Shut In. It's like a horror thriller movie where they're like her and the kid trapped in the... I don't know. It's called Shut In. And they show the scene where, like there's ghosts and shit. She did that one. But yeah, she's slated on there. Harley Quinn, it's her movie.
Yeah.
She's the star. Still Margot Robbie. Villain. That's what I like to see. Speculation. We've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
For us as the audience to follow her as the villain because she's going to be going up against the Birds of Prey.
Yeah. We were talking about this the other night. So that'll be really cool.
Oracle in the wheelchair, fucking Huntress, rocking the crossbow, fucking Black Canary.
I wonder, will they do Oracle though?
It's got to be Birds of Prey then.
Well, currently Birds of Prey, Batgirl is Batgirl.
I would do Oracle.
I prefer to see her actually out
I'm
doing
just
stuff.
saying, there's a certain someone once upon a time that used to write for that show.
And how successful was that?
You know what? There's a certain someone that not perfect in life. Hey, but I technically got to stand in the same room as Ferris Bueller's sister. Because she was the very first Harley Quinn on screen.
Oh, right, huh?
It wasn't Harley Quinn. She was a psychiatrist for The Huntress. Harleen Quinzel.
Yeah.
You know, Mia Sara. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, the chick that played Ferris Bueller's.
The sister. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like the actor's sister.
No, she was the actress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
she played Harleen Quinzel.
Yeah.
And they made her a psychiatrist and everything. It was. I had such an awesome job, but writing a Batman story with no Batman whatsoever. But you know, that's another story. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all babbling I got covered as far as geek stuff. Get you over there yawning. What, am I keeping you up?
Yeah, it's getting
that's
it's getting
right.
close to my bedtime.
It is Mr. New Job. How's that going?
It's going.
Yeah, I don't think you really have a new job. I think you're fighting crime. All your cuts and scars. Either that or you enjoy like bum fights or something. Like, no, that's me.
Well, you know, the streets of Portland aren't going to protect themselves.
Ooh, well said.
You know, I looked it up one time, and there is no superhero in comic books right now that's from Portland. And that makes me very sad.
Dude, I could name a laundry list of pro wrestlers that are from Portland. But yeah, no superhero.
I mean,
Really?
Seattle's got Oliver Queen nowadays.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you just reminded me. They brought in the Vigilante on Arrow.
Yeah. We were talking about
Remember,
that.
I told you, like,
before the news
Ragman,
season.
I have the books in the store, Vigilante, Ragman, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you babbling about, old man? I'm like, no. DC kind of Punisher type thing. Vigilante's cool because it was a very short run. And
Yeah,
remember how I told you how it ended?
We talked about it on a podcast.
Yeah. And Vigilante and Ragman are on Arrow now.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Dude, I gotta be honest. I love me some Arrow at the beginning. And they're talking about this is the last season. You know, doing five seasons.
I don't think this is the last season.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Ragman's the only thing keeping me watching.
Because I think they're gonna do, maybe not necessarily Arrow, but there's gonna be another series involving the Green Arrow.
Oh, dude, Stephen Amell's dope. Man, I love watching him as the Green Arrow.
Because I read a thing online where he was talking about how things needed to change for the series to keep going on past season 5.
Yeah.
So I think he accidentally dropped a hint that there might be more going on.
Well, they're doing that 4-night crossover with all the shows.
Oh yeah. So they might end up doing an actual like Justice League show
That would be awesome.
sometime.
That would be awesome. Because Mr. Terrific's on there too. He looks great.
Who?
Mr. Terrific? You don't know him? I'll put up a picture. Yeah, he's on there. Of course, Wildcat,
Yeah.
Vigilante.
I think I talked about it once before. I was really disappointed with Wildcat.
It's the same dude that was training. If you follow the series, was training
Yeah, I
Laura.
was really disappointed with that because it wasn't this jaded old vigilante.
It's young. I mean, look at Oliver Queen. He's not rocking the waxed mustache yet. You know.
Well, Wildcat was doing this back in like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah. They tweak him a little. You know.
Yeah.
They do that all the
I
time.
mean, to be expected, but
It's pretty. It's good. It's a good dynamic.
at least make him like. They should have at least casted like a 40-year-old, a 40 or 50-year-old for that role.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need to be 60 like he is in comics and stuff.
I do, yeah. I do like the back and forth between, and like I said, I just by comparison with the like the DCW, where you got Supergirl, Flash, Green Arrow, and then Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Green Arrow is kind of like that'd be my last pick if I had to rank them.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, man, but this crossover, the 4-night. Like, let's see, by the time, like, we're doing this right now, so it will be not this week, next week.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all going to come together. And this is the first time Supergirl's been in the mix.
Yeah.
With all of, I mean, I love that episode. You make fun of me about it. I rolled a tear when Flash gave her ice cream.
You know who I want to see? I want to see some Green Lantern.
They teased the shit out of that on all the shows.
They're so mean about it. They tease us and they tease us.
They've even teased the original, what's his name? Oh God, the original Green Lantern, Scott Allen.
Yeah, Scott Allen.
In Legends of Tomorrow, they have the Justice League of America,
The Justice Society. Yeah,
and they have
they have the Lantern.
No, the Sun.
The Sun.
The oh God, what was it? Indigo.
Indigo.
Yeah, I'll put up a picture of that too. They had an episode where they went back into the 40s, and they got the same chick to play. Oh God, what's her name? The one that has the animal powers.
Oh, Vixen.
Vixen, thank you. Same gal that when we were watching Green Arrow and they were fighting Damien Dark, and I'm like, they're going to. Oh my God, it's the Question. Remember, we thought they were teasing, but they went to the city and it ended up being Vixen.
Yeah.
Same gal. And it explains, why is it the same gal? Why does she look the same talking to Oliver Queen? And then they go back to the 40s and it's the same chick. Jumps on board. But they show Indigo. It's not Indigo. What is his name? It's Scott Allen, the original Green Lantern's son, who is also gay. But he's part of and they had a young one, and he's got all black, the all black face. Mm-hmm. God, why can't I'm horrible with names. What's your name again? No. And then they time traveled into the 80s, and he was still around, but he was the last one left. And Lance Hendrickson played him.
Who's Lance Hendrickson?
Bishop, the android from Aliens.
Oh.
Pumpkinhead. You know what I'm talking about? Bishop. The artificial life. Oh, he was great, man.
Awesome. I wish Hulu. I don't know what's going on, but Hulu isn't delivering. The whole reason I got a Hulu Plus subscription was so I could watch these shows.
See, I got them banked for you, sir. Where Hulu fails, I'm in there. I'm there for you. I got them all for you, just waiting for you to. You can come over here, sit down, binge watch. I don't care. I'll just shut the door. Ryan's in there. My own theater.
Yeah, I might have to do that because the only other way I can watch them is off the CW website.
No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. It's too much of a pain in the ass to watch them on my laptop.
You want the Nerd Nest exclusive right there.
Well, I think...
Yeah, it's past your bedtime.
Yeah, it's getting... Well, not past my bedtime yet, but it's getting late.
Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's past your bedtime.
It's about 8, so...
No, I'm not looking for an excuse to tuck you in.
Alrighty, so I think that's all we got for you guys today.
I've already told you a story. You tuck yourself in.
All right. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. Hopefully this new job doesn't screw up our podcasting too much in the future. We're trying to stick with it. So hopefully we'll do some more recordings here soon and, get some more material out for you guys to enjoy. So thank you. The whole spiel, like, comment, and subscribe. As always,
have a day.